And we've talked about five, very briefly, we've talked about five different problems that you may face when a loved one dies. So I've talked about the problems. So what's the solution? Attorney Smith, you talked about problems. What's the answer? Well, I don't have a crystal ball to tell you what the magic solution is, but what I can tell you is you can lessen the stress, you can lessen the headaches and the drama if you engage in estate planning on the front end. You, as the one who, we all have an expiration date. So if we want to lessen the tension on our families, on the ones that we leave behind, I've always said that an estate plan is a love letter to your family. You cared enough about them that you don't want to leave them in a state of chaos and confusion when you die. So because of that, you're going to write down what it is that you want to happen when you die. What do you want to happen with your body? What do you want to happen with your assets? Make it clear and easy to follow, and leave instructions so that others can, fulfill your wishes. And for family members who are, reaching out to a loved one, say, who may be, senior in age or may have ill health, talk to them, ask them if they have, their estate planning documents in place. And if they're still in, a relatively healthy state where they can execute documents, where they are still have the presence of mind to do so, then encourage them to at least get some things in order. These topics are not easy in many cases to approach someone about, but it's so important. I can't stress that enough. The ones that you leave behind, they're the ones that are going to have to pick up the pieces. They, picture the world when you are no longer here. And I've had some people, just flat out say, well, I don't care. I'm not going to be here. And I could, give a rip, pardon the expression, what happens when I'm dead and gone? Well, I mean, that's certainly your right to have that perspective. But, if you care about those you're leaving behind, that's a rather selfish way to look at things. You may not care, but there are other people that may care about you, and they're left behind to pick up the pieces. So the least you can do is give them some breadcrumbs, some guidance, so that your final chapter is not one of, just utter chaos, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them, and I don't think that's the legacy that you want to leave. So I hope these points have been helpful, if nothing else, to raise awareness of, again, some of the problems that you may face when a loved one dies. The key is like communication. At the end of the day, talk to your loved ones. Find, a convenient time in which to sit down and bring up certain topics. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So, like I said, I hope that's been helpful. This is a shorter video, a shorter episode than usual, but I hope you've gotten value from it. And as always, if you need estate planning or estate administration assistance in the state of Maryland, I encourage you to get in contact with our firm at 410-995-7719. The information is at the bottom of the screen and has been scrolling throughout this video. You can also reach out and check out our YouTube channel at Elsa W. Smith Law. We have free video content for you to consume. Again, these episodes are educational as well as hopefully motivational too. I hope it motivates you to not only get your estate planning done, but get that of your loved ones in order. This is Elsa W. Smith, your Maryland estate planning attorney, thanking you for joining me for another episode of Women Winning Wednesdays. And I will see you soon on the next episode. Be well, everyone. Take care.